Okay, this video is a continuation of the previous video, namely about the arc in One Piece. You can click the link in the description for the previous video. Before continuing, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And let's just get started. The 8th arc, Whiskey Peak. They're meeting with members of Baroque Works on the mission to deliver Princess Vivi to the Kingdom of Alabasta. The 9th is the arc, Little Garden. While sailing to Alabasta, the Straw Hat crew stopped at an unknown island where a battle was taking place between the giant races or Elbaf races, namely Dori and Bragi. At the same time, they were also being chased by members of the Baroque Works and a fight could not be avoided. The 10th arc, Drum Island. One of the Straw Hat crew's illness makes it difficult for them to continue sailing, and this is where our great Dr. Chopper joins in and helps the crew to go sailing. The 11th arc of Alabasta. After a long journey, we arrived at the Kingdom of Alabasta. The mission to save the kingdom began. The occurrence of a conflict or coup made the Straw Hat crew not remain silent. The mastermind of this conflict, who was the head of the Baroque Works group, namely Crocodile, was successfully defeated by Luffy, thereby earning Luffy's bounty. Rose to 100 million berries. Zoro, who was in the spotlight at that time, also received his first bounty of 60 million berries. After the incident in Alabasta, Nico Robin, who was then a member of Baroque Works, switched to becoming a Straw Hat pirate crew and went sailing. The 12th is the Jaya arc. After Robin joined as an archaeologist in the Straw Hat crew, Luffy discovered the truth about Sky Island and wanted to find a way to get there. The 13th Skypiea arc. After finding a way to get to Sky Island, the Straw Hat crew went straight to the whirlpool, or what could be called a knock-up stream, and this method was quite dangerous. When he arrived above the clouds, Luffy discovered an oddity on Sky Island which made all the residents feel intimidated by a powerful force. Great, namely God Enel. And some history about Sky Island was found. Nico Robin also found one of the poneglyphs on Sky Island. The 14th arc, Water 7. Injuries on the ship due to the extreme journey that had been undertaken with the Straw Hat crew forced the Going Merry ship to stop sailing. Luffy, who at that time did not have a ship mechanic, finally invited and forced Frankie to go with him. Frankie, who was very impressed with Luffy's sacrifice and greatness, decided to build a new ship for the Straw Hat crew, named the Thousand Sunny. The 15th arc, Enies Lobby. Hearing that Nico Robin and Frankie had been kidnapped by members of CP9, Luffy decided to go save him. At the high risk of fighting the world government, Luffy and his crew did not hesitate to fight and save all their friends. The 16th arc, Thriller Bark. After having a new ship, the Straw Hat crew was ready to sail to the ocean, but in the middle of the journey the ship was trapped in a large ship called Thrill Bark. This ship is led by Gecko Moria, who was a Shichibukai, because he was trapped by Moria's move which made Luffy unable to sail, so a fight with Gecko Moria's crew could not be avoided. On the other hand, the Straw Hat crew met Brook and became the 8th member of the Straw Hat crew. The 17th arc of Sabaody. Before heading to Fishman Island, the Straw Hat crew stopped at Sabaody Island to cover the ship. They met the King of Darkness, Silver's Rayleigh. Apart from the Straw Hat crew, there were many other pirates who stopped there, and because they all dared to face the world government and had a bounty of over 100 million berries, they were given the nickname 11 Supernovas, or Worst Generation. On the other hand, Luffy, who dared to hit Tenri Yubito, had to face Admiral Kizaru directly, but Kizaru, who was no match for Luffy, the Straw Hat crew chose to retreat and was saved by Rayleigh and Kuma. The 18th arc, Impel Down. After successfully being saved by Kuma using his strength, Luffy, who was at Amazon Lily at that time, heard that his brother was going to be executed and immediately went to save him, who at that time Ace was still in Impel Down prison. The 19th arc, Marineford. The execution of Port Ace, which triggered a major war between the world government and members of the Whitebeard pirate group, made this arc very dramatic, not to forget that Luffy's group from Impel Down also took part in the war. The death of Ace, who was defeated by Akainu, left Luffy injured. The 20th arc of Fishman Island. The reunion with the entire Straw Hat crew on Sabaody after a time skip of 2 years made Luffy happy, and their voyage continued again. On their way to Fishman Island, the Straw Hat crew encountered various obstacles because the island was far under the sea. The 21st Punk Hazard arc. Continuing the journey to the New World, the Straw Hat crew stops on an island full of seas of fire and at the same time an iceberg, which is a trace of the battle between Akainu versus Akiji. The alliance between Luffy's group and Trafalgar Law's group occurred here. The very dangerous poisonous gas means they have to face a new enemy, namely Caesar Clown. In the 22nd Dressrosa arc, after successfully kidnapping Caesar, they headed to Dressrosa Island, which is Doflamingo's headquarters. The coup carried out by Doflamingo made Luffy not remain silent and wanted to end the suffering the people of Dressrosa had experienced for years. In the 23rd Zou arc, successfully defeating Doflamingo, Luffy continues his journey to Zou Island. This island is known as a ghost island, where this island is on the back of an elephant named Zunisha. This elephant continues to walk without stopping, so this island has no log poses. Most of this island is inhabited by mink people. The 24th Whole Cake Island arc, hearing that Sanji left for no reason, made Luffy worried and wanted to go after him. To get to Whole Cake Island, Luffy faces various obstacles because the island is Big Mom's headquarters. Even though it is the headquarters of the Yonkou, Luffy is not afraid at all because his main goal is just to bring Sanji back. The 25th arc of Wano. This island is nicknamed the Land of the Samurai, which has beautiful views, but everything ended after being taken over by Kaido. Drought and famine occurred everywhere. The main goal of the Law and Luffy alliance is to defeat Kaido. Kaido's coup was very cruel and caused the population to suffer greatly. This is what makes Luffy want to defeat Kaido even more. The new alliance between Luffy, Law, Kid, and the samurai makes them very strong, not to mention Kaido's alliance with Big Mom occurs, so that it becomes a very intense battle between Kaido and Luffy's group. In the 26th Egghead arc, after successfully defeating Kaido and the residents being happy again, Luffy, Law and Kid disband their alliance and continue their respective journeys. On the way, the Straw Hat crew experienced problems and caused them to separate. Luffy, Chopper and Bonnie, who were drowning at that time, were saved by Jinbe, and were stranded on Egghead Island, which is the headquarters of Dr. Vegapunk. Those are some of the arcs in One Piece. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below for the next video.